Hey guys, it's Andrew from 510 Books. It is it's Saturday, February 19th, 2022. And today is my second day of my sale for this week, my weekly sale. Another slow day. Yesterday was slow as well. Yesterday was actually better than today, so that's good. Yesterday and today the combined sales were like $30 under, $25 under my best Friday and Saturday that I did in January. So slow, but I had someone come in on Thursday and buy almost 50 CDs. So that helped boost the numbers. So that's good. But the good thing is that I finished clearing the Gaylord, which you saw. It's empty now, all cleaned out, and all I have to go through are these 5 stacks. So this one, and this one are ones I'm not gonna scan on Amazon for Amazon, and these 2 tall stacks are ones I am gonna scan for Amazon, and hopefully get something out of those. We will see. So that's all that's left in terms of deciding whether they will go to Amazon or whether they will go to eBay or local, or I'll just pull the pull the CD and put it with, you see these? Ton of loose CDs that I have down here. A lot. That's a lot of CDs. I'm not getting it. Well, anyway, I'm getting some money for those. Not a ton, but it helps. It's easier to ship. It's an auction, so it's going to sell. I get some money, so it goes towards what I spent on the Gaylords, which I believe I'm either over or really close just on eBay of those 3 Gaylords. This, of course, does not include all of those CDs I sent into Amazon, and also I have been selling merchant fulfilled. So that's all basically extra profit. And of course, the tons that I have put out for local sale, it's been hundreds. So that's been really good profit-wise. I like to keep track of what I sell on eBay to see if I can make back, which I always do make it back, but to see how much profit I can make off the Gaylords that I buy just on eBay. Not including my local sale, not including Amazon. So that's always a fun little game that I like to play. But anyway, sidetracked. So that was the good thing about today. The great thing is that I finished pulling all the CDs from that. I decided at a little before 3 today, because I close at 4, that I was going to clear the rest of that Gaylord, and there wasn't very much left. So I just started going back and forth and pulling all of them and sorting them out. So now, like I said, I just have to scan those 2 stacks and the rest of them. A lot of those rest of those, I'm just going to pull the discs because there's not that many in there that I'm probably going to put into an eBay lot or put into my local sale. Oh, another thing that was cool is somebody bought some classical CDs today, which might not sound that great, but I don't sell very many classical CDs. And so that was great to see. So I'll put out some more because you never know. But not a ton because they're not super popular. But I always like when someone buys a musical genre, whether it's CDs or whether it's vinyl records, that I rarely sell. Someone also bought some older records I had from the 50s and 60s, which the particular artists and groups don't sell that much. But that's why I like to have variety. I like to have things organized. Like to have a good selection so that when people come in, they have a lot to choose from. Things are well organized, things are priced to move, and I'm able to sell a little bit more that way. So that's good. So yeah, I am super excited that I just have to do that little bit to finish with the CDs. And then of course I have everything else like listing and shipping all the FBAs, the CDs for FBA, and listing the merchant fulfilled ones, and then getting all of the CD, if there's very many, CD lots that I'm going to sell on eBay, and looking at a bunch of them who hardly have any in there, probably a bunch I'm not actually going to sell on eBay, but we'll see, because I do have some 2 extra boxes of CDs from the other 2 Gaylords that I was accumulating that I will add to some over here. But anyway, might be a bit confusing, but it's just a way I monetize as many as I can. But I'm looking forward to being done with that and moving on, as I did get, let's see, I got a donation, a trade, and some other stuff I need to go through for a trade for next week of CDs. We'll see if there's anything good in there. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. I got, so this crate is that I'm going to go through, not those video games on top, but the CDs I'm going to go through for somebody that wants credit in the store. And then these were donated, and there's some Blu-rays, which is awesome. And this one was a trade-in that I gave somebody some credit for, and there's a few things in there I can use. And this is what I'm talking about. These CDs here, these here, and here. I think, yeah, and these as well. Those are all from the other two Gaylords. And there weren't enough in there to warrant creating an eBay lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those together with all this stuff back here and see if there's enough to put together some decent eBay lots to make it worth selling. And if there's not, I'll just pull the CDs and put it into a loose CD. Put it with the loose CD, blah, blah, lot that I will auction off on eBay. And yeah, and just be glad to clear all that stuff out. Someone else yesterday brought in about 15 records, and so I bought those off of him. They weren't as good as I've seen before, but more records the better. I've actually built up a nice backstock of records that will probably last me for a while. I would say at least a month and a half or so of sales, roughly, depending on how many I put out. And that's always good. So, because I do notice, which is a good thing, that some of my record crates and boxes and bins and etc. have been getting thin. Not every genre, but I'm noticing in certain genres that people are buying them slowly but surely, and there's space being freed up, which is super exciting. The things that get me excited in terms of my sale. And yeah, so that's always good. And I love to see, like for instance, I have the 1980s over here. So I have the 70s and 80s. 70s has really grown a lot. And then I have the 80s, which I used to be a really small section. And now it's, it's all over here. It's this whole crate. And then it's the beginning of this one. Let's see. Yvonne, Ray Parker, Pointer Sisters. There's a lot of different stuff in here that some I'm familiar with, some I'm not. That is from the 80s. So, yeah, so people like to go through that. I'm not very much 90s, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm just noticing children's also. I know people have been buying some children's stuff lately, so that's diminishing a bit, which is good. I like to see this, well, with everything, of course, but especially, I don't know, it's good to see it with records, because I remember when I started with records, I didn't have very many. Also, I didn't have, of course, when I first started, I didn't have very many, but then I decided to organize them by genre, and that really helped. And then as the collection grew, I saw that more and more people liked, what I had to offer, or what I had, my selection. So, so it's good to see that, it's good to see it grow. And yeah. So glad to be done with the Gaylords and to move on with that. And next week I'll be dealing with, the shipping, all the stuff to FBA. I have a decent shipment now. I didn't ship anything last week, so I'll make up for it this week. It'll be a decent amount. And then dealing with all of these eBay lots and deciding which ones will be worth reselling, putting up on eBay, because a bunch of them probably won't be. There's just not enough. So that's always really good. Yeah. And, well, I may or may not, we will see, have a new source for books that, it could be FBA worthy books, but We'll see. It might not happen. It might happen. I don't know. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. I'm going to keep searching, because one thing that I really want to find is somewhere, somehow, to have access to whether it's quality CDs, whether it's quality books, or, well, those are the main ones, but books and CDs for FBA, so that I can really send in a lot more. So I'm going to keep plowing away until I find a good source that is not, a giant, big Gaylords of CDs, because it's just very low percentage, and those are supposed to be donations, but to thrift stores. But and I do find good stuff in there. Don't get me wrong. I definitely do, for FBA as well as my local sale, and I pick up some stuff for myself personally. But in terms of the percentage that I get, accept rate is very low. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's very low. Less than 5%, probably less than 2% for FBA specifically. And I really want to grow my FBA side. Of course, I'm always open to grow my merchant fulfilled side, but I really want to get those FBA numbers up. My limit was increased by a couple hundred, and I'm like halfway there almost. So I need to get a lot more in. So that's another big goal, so I can grow those numbers a lot for this next year. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. If you're new to the channel and you've never seen a video of mine before, I talk a lot about reselling books and other media, such as DVDs, records, video games, CDs, Blu-rays, cassette tapes, VHS tapes, all that stuff in my local sale here that I have going and that I'm growing on Amazon and on eBay, and just generally growing my business. So if that's kind of stuff you're interested in, give me a thumbs up, but subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Take care.